Welcome to China Economy and Society. Today we'll talk about the new plan introduced by the European Union that tries to limit foreign investment into the region. First of all, the European Union will try to monitor investment that are directed at so-called sensitive strategic industries on one side. On the other side, it will monitor who is the buyer. Does the buyer have subsidy, for example, from the home government? And if so, there will be a higher level of scrutiny. The plan does not give further details, but it tries to have an harmonious approach on behalf of all the countries of the European Union to try to at least limit the recent inflow of M&A, particularly, even if it was not mentioned directly, particularly from China, where of course the government plays an active role in most of the outbound M&A operation into Europe and into other parts of the world. The problem with these attempts at trying to create a rule that fits for all has the risk that it really fits no one. I'll take one example. Trade policy. Trade policy is run in Brussels, and it's one policy that should fit all the 28 countries. Now, what happens is if we take, for example, the trade balance between Europe and China, of course, the European Union has a trade deficit. The policies, the tariffs imposed on different types of products, however, cause some imbalances. And out of the 28 countries that make up the European Union, only Germany, amongst the big countries, has a plus sign in its trade balance with China, 7 billion euros. Other countries that are naturally export-led, such as Italy and France, however, against China, have a trade deficit. Again, this is just an example, as in the trade environment, one policy that tries to fit all benefits one country and not the others. So I'm a little bit skeptical that this new policy that tries to regulate investment could actually be beneficial for all of the countries. You know, every country has different stages of development, and the meaning of strategic industry is different from country to country. For France, maybe aerospace; for Germany, high tech; for Greece, would be shipping and ports. And so it would be very difficult to have a fit for all policy. So I am a little bit skeptical that this will have really a practical impact in limiting Chinese M&A into Europe. The positive aspect, however, is that this policy could be used as a bargaining chip, as it often is the case, with China. And so basically it's a small threat in exchange for having European companies gain easier access into the Chinese markets. And so we'll have to wait how China responds to that. China has always said that China does not work on the basis of reciprocity with Europe. China believes, and rightly so, that it is a developing market. Europe is a developed market, so the relationship between China and Europe, according to Chinese policymakers, should be based on the principle of mutual respect, not on the principle that tariffs, M&A scrutiny should be exact to the number. We'll see how this conflict will develop. So this is the first part on this topic. In the next few days, we will discuss more in details. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.